To lift off the bed, but that's what we are finishing up with tonight.
Ready, 3, 2, 1.
Solid. That suspension didn't give any weight. Oh man.
That's how we're gonna teach Dave to load.
Alright guys, so we did make some progress tonight. Luckily the Yoda pulled off the bed on the trailer. We do have I don't know, it's gonna be a lot easier to get stuff clean, but we can finally get to the back of the cab to sand it. And we'll get on the bed too, but the majority of the body work is gonna be on the cab and the fenders. So that's kind of what I was gonna focus on for now. The bed's pretty good, except for that one spot. We got the bed rails pulled off of the bed, thank goodness. So that's another thing we got done. But I did get, I don't know, I got all the wires disconnected for the bed. There's plugs for each side under here. This is gonna need loom and whatnot, so it's all protect it again. Actually, this whole thing needs loom, so I'm probably just going to buy a big roll of it so we can reloom it. But it is time that we need to go buy some Purple Power for my spray bottle and just soak this thing and scrub it really good and get it all clean so we can. I'll probably take the wire wheel to some of this, and then we'll get it coated real good. And we're gonna keep the bed off for quite a while until it's ready to get or until it's painted, so we can do all of the stuff we need to that will be easily accessible, like the U-joints and the carrier bearing and doing the sump and the tank, and if we have to do anything with the tank, just stuff like that. Bed being off makes it so much easier, so I'm definitely happy about that. Another thing is it depends how far along we get in this project. For budget's sake, I'm probably going to do a hood stack because I've already got the hood for it. I don't want to spend almost 350 plus bucks on exhaust and then have to go try and find a good hood. So I'm probably just going to run a hood stack. But with the bed being off, it'd be so easy to put exhaust on without the bed on, and I could actually get it looking right how I wanted it. But oh well. Alright guys, so to start out today's video, we are on the back end of the truck, and I was kind of complaining here in the last video that the lack of the loom or the wire loom on the back half of this thing, because it's probably either fell off or got ripped off or something. So I went by Walmart. They have like packages of 6-foot wire loom for a couple bucks each. So went ahead and grabbed 2 packs, and before I wash this, we're gonna loom that up and make it look halfway decent. We also picked up the old trusty Purple Power as usual, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna put you guys on time lapse here on the GoPro, and we're going to go ahead and loom this up. It's not exciting stuff by any means, but if you guys are kind of picky and want stuff to look good, you understand the whole wiring situation and wanting to hide stuff. And I mean, I understand this is gonna be under the bed, nobody's gonna see it, but I will now know that it's not gonna get wet and won't have anything bad happen to it. And if the new owner crawls under it, he will see this parts that I've rewired and loomed up and made look good. So that's kind of the point in this. So let's go ahead and hop to it. Alright guys, we are making some progress. This is kind of a time-consuming deal. Wire loom's not the funnest thing in the world, but I do like the look whenever it's all cleaned up. There was some sort of junction right here. It won't fit inside there, so I just ran wires out and let this thing hang out. I'm probably gonna grab some electrical tape from in the house and kind of wrap it around the edge right there, and then I wrap it around each end so it doesn't decide to start to come off or peel off or anything like that, because right here, that's quite a bit of wire in there and old tape or something, but it's a 3/8 loom, so might not have been big enough technically, but for where it's just wire, it's plenty big, so it'll work. I've got this little piece left over from the first one, so that 6-foot hose did all of this. Really, I just need to do this one, and then I'll start doing some of it up there. But it's definitely not too bad. I'm liking how it's turning out. This loom didn't come with a split down the middle of it, and I don't know how you would even begin to try and loom this without that, so I had to cut it. And that was kind of time consuming. So we're gonna try a more efficient way to do it this time. Yeah, we'll keep putting on some wire loom, and it's definitely looking better. I'm definitely happy with it already, and we will show you the end result, and hopefully still have enough daylight to pull this thing out and wash the frame and all that stuff, since it's somewhat nice. It's getting kind of chilly now, but it's not too bad. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're probably gonna wrap it up for the night. We got some good progress done, though. Unfortunately, I didn't get to wash it. Somebody came by with detail stuff, and I had talked to them for a little bit and discussed what we're gonna do with the vehicle that they brought. Anyways, I got some nice, I mean, I really like how this looks, and just the knowledge of knowing, or just the fact of knowing that it's there. I've had problems in the past with brake lights, I don't know, the wires getting rubbed raw and then shorting out and shorting to the ground and stuff like that. But I'm hoping the loom kind of prevents that, especially through spaces like where this hole's at. There's it's just a point which I reinstalled this little plastic piece to kind of keep it from rubbing on the frame. But whenever there's bare wire, especially here on gravel roads, it's so bumpy and this thing jars around so much. I know, at least the frame does. I don't know if this stuff does, but it does get dirt and debris in it, and bare wires like it is a very, it can easily get stuff in it. Let's put that back in there. So it's all. So that was the purpose of this. I don't know, I want to not have any dirt and debris on the wires, especially if the new owner lives anywhere like where I live. I want this thing to be good to go for a long time. And this is a huge pain in the butt, but I figured back here is where it's going to see a lot of debris. I'm going to do some of it up around the wheel wells and stuff, but the problem is just going to be being able to get to it, because over here on the other side of the tank, it won't be very easy. But I will get up here as far as I can and loom all the connections and wires that I can that look toward where they could be bare and get rubbed raw, because we do not want that to happen on this truck. So it was little and might not be a big deal to you guys, but it's progress to me. Looming stuff is a pain in the butt. If you've ever done it, you know. I mean, my hands are raw. They just hurt to touch. But loom is a huge pain. So things you're gonna need, which I found worked way easier. If you've got a pair of cutters to cut the loom, it works easy, and you can use this to split it up the middle. A heat gun to straighten it out, and a little flathead screwdriver, because you kind of gotta pick at it every now and then. But that's really all you need, and it can make a big difference in the look of the truck, especially if you were wanting to clean up under the hood in the engine bay. This would be a tremendous idea, because we all know what lives up here, and you guys can see right here, this is a very common spot for it to be taken off, and you can see where it's going to be rubbing against everything. So I'm gonna end up looming all this stuff. But the bird's nest, if you cleaned up that and did got a fusible link delete and did all that stuff and all the work to do it, you'd want to put loom on it to make it look nice. You might as well, so it shows what a nice job you did and how well you do with the work on the truck. So I'm going to be doing that to this. I'm probably going to unplug the harness everywhere and just loom it all. I'm going to have to get different sizes of loom. As you can see, this is really big loom versus this is the same size loom I've got. So we're going to be doing a lot of stuff like that and just trying to make it look really clean, because I'm going to be painting it nice and, well, nice. I don't know. I hope it turns out nice. I really, really want it to turn out nice. So why not loom everything up nice and not have just bare wires sticking out everywhere, and what, don't have a hood stack sticking out. Yeah, but that's the idea that I've got. Basically, is just I want to clean everything up and not have any of the easy stuff that first gen owners usually have issues with. I don't want the next owner to have any issues with that. So I'm really trying to do you guys a solid if you're one of the potential buyers. So yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight. I might throw this in with the other video. I don't know how much content there's gonna be, but we might just throw that in with this and with the other video. So till next time, I will see you guys on the Old School Crew, and keep on wrenching, because you're gonna start getting days like this where it's gonna be nice and you're gonna wish you were cruising around in your project. So go ahead and try and get these things done before it gets too nice, so you can have some cruising time. But till next time, we will see you guys.